Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Psalm 101, we have perhaps the main topic being that of integrity. Here the psalmist says in verse 2, I will walk within my house in the integrity of my heart. And then he goes on to talk about the fact that he will set no worthless thing before his eyes. He'll hate the work of those who fall away. A perverse heart shall depart from him. He will know no evil. And this is all kind of tied to this idea of integrity. And if we think about it, we can see basically three spheres of life in which integrity is mostly challenged. In the privacy of our heart, in the privacy of our home, and in the privacy of the company that we keep. And of course, it starts with the heart. In the depths of our heart, in the most private place that we have, in the depths of our heart, the heart that perhaps no one else can see or know about, in the thoughts, in the intentions, in the attitudes of our heart, that's where integrity is mostly challenged. Because outwardly, we might be able to put on a show. We might be able to mask over our true feelings or our true motives or our true intentions and maybe put on a good front. But it's deep in the heart when where we're either shown to be genuine or not genuine. And of course, we know that the Lord knows what goes on in our hearts, and he knows whether we're genuine or not. And therefore, the psalmist says, I want to walk in the integrity of my heart. I want integrity to even pierce to the very depths of my heart. The second sphere is that of the home. He says, I will walk within my house in the integrity of my heart. And there again, we have, or we're moving out a little bit, but still a pretty private setting that is within one's own home. And oftentimes, that's where a person's true faults come out. Maybe out in the business world, maybe at church and other places, a person might come across one way, but at home, they're a totally different person. In the way that they speak to their wife, or the wife speaks to her husband, or as they speak to their children, or the way they respond to situations might be totally different at home than the way that they act outside of the home. But a person of integrity is going to act just the same way at home as he does out and about. If he's really truly serving the Lord, it's going to affect every aspect of his life, especially at home. That's why in the New Testament there is a lot of focus on the home life, the family life, and having those relationships strengthened and carried out in the right way. And then the third sphere is within the company a person takes. Here he says, a perverse heart shall depart from me. I will know no evil. Whoever secretly slanders his neighbor, him I will destroy. And he goes on to talk about he doesn't want to be around evil company. And although this may not seem quite as private, it can be, because sometimes people do hang around with the wrong crowd, but they kind of try to keep that a secret. And it may not be well known what type of company they keep, like on the weekends or on their time off from work or away from church. And sometimes a person might secretly keep company and be involved in things that are questionable in connection to that company that they're keeping. But a person of integrity is going to be a person who's going to want to be around other people who have a life of integrity. And they're not going to, on the one hand, follow one crowd, and then on the other hand, follow a different type of crowd and get involved in their activities. A person is going to be one whose integrity is going to even infiltrate the relationships that they have. And that's important as well. So Psalm 101 helps us in seeing what it truly means to live a life of integrity. Of course, it starts in the depths of our heart. It moves out to our home, but even filters out into the relationships that we have as well. And so this is a very, very instructive psalm to help us to know what it means to live a life of integrity, and where integrity oftentimes is challenged the most, and where it needs to be exercised sometimes the most. So here's some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.